As an extremely independent woman that loves to make her own money, I still think men should pay on the first date, and this is why.
All right, don't call yourself extremely independent if you still expect men to pay for you on the first date. I mean, this chick just started off the first few seconds with absolute hypocrisy. This is why you can't trust these modern women.
This is just my opinion, and you do not have to agree with it. And I'm not talking about long-term because I think long-term it is necessary for both parties to participate in order to create a healthy, long-lasting relationship, which is what me and my boyfriend do. But for me, if I'm going on a date with you, I'm getting an idea of who you are as a person to potentially see you as long-term potential or a long-term partner. And as a female, no matter how independent or like boss lady you are, you want this feeling of protection and security. It is this instinctual thing within our heart and being.
Well, yeah. So if you want a guy to be traditional and you want him to take on his traditional gender role, you can't sit there and try to play both sides of the fence, you know. And this is what just kind of makes me, roll my eyes at a lot of these so-called coffee shop feminists these days who want to, dole out all these feminist talking points, talk about how strong they are, how independent they are, how I can do anything a man could do. I don't need a man. But yeah, when I go on a date, he better pay for me. He better open up my car door. He better pull out my chair. He better help me put on my jacket. He better pick me up on time. He better treat me like a lady. No, you cannot play both sides of the fence. Okay? Either you're going to act like a bull-dyke feminist and carry that all the way and pay for your own meal, or you're going to act like a totally traditional conservative woman, and then he will do the same in return, right? You can't do this thing where you're like, okay, yeah, I'm down with women's rights and being independent, and we don't need men and all this, but you better still treat me like it's 1950. No. You cannot have it both ways. Right? If you want a traditional man, you better act traditional. Okay? Period.
When someone wants me to pay for it or split it on that first date...
Oh, what happened to strong and independent and I make my own money? What happened to that? What happened? Oh, crickets.
It immediately gives me this sense that I can't let my walls all the way down.
You can't let your walls all the way down, but I thought you were strong and independent. Why do you have walls? I thought that was only for weak people.
Resonate with someone, but as someone that constantly has to operate a lot from my masculine energy, I want to be with...
Why does she have to operate a lot from her masculine energy? I thought she said you had a boyfriend. What are you trying to say about your boyfriend? I would be offended if I were her boyfriend. She just said she has to operate a lot from her masculine energy. Are you saying he's too feminine?
Someone that can allow my feminine energy to come out, which I also take...
Yeah. In order for my feminine energy to come out, you have to pay for my food. Okay? Because if you don't pay for this salad and this steak, this filet mignon over here, this $75 meal, sorry, I can't give you that femininity, man. It just won't come out.
Responsibility that I have to be the one to also allow myself to do that. But there are certain environments which will make that easier.
Yeah, you pulling out your wallet and paying. That type of environment will make it easier. But allowing me to be an independent, strong woman, hear me roar. Except when the bill comes, then you can roar.
Just on top of that, I think kind of a rule of thumb is like you asked her. I think it's fair to say like if she asked you, it might be a little bit different. And of course, every situation is different. But I guess that's kind of how I feel, just like baseline. Yeah, well, women aren't gonna, most women are not gonna ask dudes out for dates unless you're already dating, right? And if a woman does ask a guy out for a date, most guys are immediately suspicious because that just never happens to us, right? We usually think the chick is a hooker, she's a pickpocket, or she's trying to entrap us, right? We don't think, oh man, she must like me. So yeah, it doesn't happen for guys. But then again, too, this is why I no longer encourage any guy to take women on to dinner on a first date. Don't spend hundreds of dollars on a first date. No, you meet up for a coffee. Any coffee shop will do, even a Starbucks. Coffee's like $2. Hey, that's fine. You can afford $2, right? And then we'll see where it goes from there. If you're cool, if you're not cool. But as far as the first date goes, yeah, I asked you out. The most I will invest is $2 for your coffee. Enjoy it, right? And we'll decide if we go any further from this. Depending on how you act, what your personality is like, what you bring to the table. What you have to tell me about your ex-boyfriends? Did you put any restraining orders on these guys?
How many miles do you have between your legs? How many dudes have you been, sleeping around with? How many, I want to know the whole shebang before I go any further, right? But, this is why when I do cold approach, I take the chick on an instant date. And most of those instant dates are completely free. We just walk around the mall. I hold her hand. I want to know what it feels like to hold a girl's hand. So we start holding hands as if we're a couple. I start hugging on the girl. Sometimes we kiss. I haven't spent a dime on her. And then I figure out okay, yeah, I'm feeling this chick. Or many times I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling this chick, right? Something's off about her, but that's okay. I had a good time. I like kissing her. But that's that. I don't need to sleep with her. Probably could, but I don't need to at this point. I slept with enough people. It's way too many. But that's how I do it. That's how I teach my students to do it. You don't have to spend a dime, right? And at most, if you stop for coffee, it's $2. Big deal. We're not going to dinner. We're not going to Boa or Mastro's and in LA. We're not doing any of that, man. Not on a first date. No way. That's special occasion stuff where I take my girl for birthday or something like that, and she would do the same for me. But not for a first date. I don't care what impression this chick has. I can't feel like a woman. I can't let my femininity out because you didn't pay the waiter. No, I don't think so. Okay, here goes another hypocrite.
Yes, I did say men. I do believe men should pay. I really don't think I have to explain myself. That's just what I think men should pay. And yes, I am a feminist, and that's okay.
Okay, stop. This is just so irritating to me when these chicks say men should pay. Oh, but in the same sense, I'm a feminist. I believe that strong empowerment. We don't need men. Women's independence. Stop trying to play both sides of the fence, because you just come off so disingenuous. Do you ladies realize how disingenuous you come off? It's such a turnoff. You come off like a complete poser, a complete grifter, a complete phony, a fake. That's how you come off. You don't come off as somebody who's, honest. You just come off as somebody who's manipulative, right? Somebody who's super manipulative. You can't sit there and proclaim you're a feminist and I'm a feminist on Tuesday, but on Wednesday night when we're going to this expensive dinner, I'm not a feminist for that split moment in time, the 30 seconds where the bill comes. I'm not a feminist, and I'm down with the patriarchy, and then once you pay this bill, I'm back to being a feminist. No, go screw yourself, right? Go screw yourself. Guys, never pay for this chick.
To think that be a feminist and believe that a man should pay on the first date.
Okay, if you believe in gender equality, which is the supposed tenet of feminism, which is questionable, but how do you reconcile believing in gender equality but also holding men to their traditional gender roles that men should pay on the first date?
I don't even know. I'm just saying this.
She's flexible when it benefits her.
Yes, I did say that.
The chick's a complete tard, man. All right, next one. Okay.
If you live alone, I am so proud of you. You are paying your own bills every month. You are doing your own cleaning every day. You are responsible for everything, and you are killing it. We don't talk enough about how amazing all of the independent people in the world.
Dude, it's so funny how low the bar is for these women to praise themselves, right? Just things that every adult on the planet, just normal responsibilities, these chicks are praising themselves for doing as if it's some massive feat, as if they accomplished, climbing Mount Everest or something like that. These are just things that you're supposed to do as an adult. You're supposed to have a place to live. You're supposed to pay your bills. Right? You're supposed to feed yourself when you're hungry. And it's oh my God, boss babe, she's hungry, she goes and she feeds herself and she kills her hunger. Oh my gosh, wow, independent woman. Right? The bar is so low, it's so sad. These women are it's like the Special Olympics for women. Oh my gosh, look, this little retard was able to do it. This retard woman. Right, and I'm not making fun of retarded people. Sorry about that. But I'm just saying, right? It's they're treating themselves as if they don't have 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyeballs. Give me a break, right? It's not that big a deal, right? You are just doing things that everybody on the planet does. Oh my gosh, You know, my phone was running low on battery, so I put the USB charger in it. I put it in, I charged my phone, and voila, now it's 100%. Oh my gosh, boss babe. That's sad, right? You look ridiculous when you do that, right? Just things that you're supposed to do. I think Chris Rock had like a funny skit about this, just talk about how like just people who are low value just want credit for things you're just supposed to do, right? But these women acting like it's, you know, they're part of like a special ed class or something, man. And it's like, oh my gosh, good job, you went poop, good job. You know, we're constantly, they wonder why we constantly infantilize women, why we treat women like they're children, because they act like it, right? They act like it. They want praise for things that a child would want praise for. Right? Oh, you pooped. Good job. Ooh, you went pee-pee. Good job. Dude, stop acting like a child and you'll stop being treated like a child. But as always, drop your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below. As always, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want to support my work, it's real easy. Just jump into 7 Months of Mastery. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me, so take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.